Hello everyone. Today, hello everyone. Under Concept Booster series for JEE Main, this is a very important topic called the quadratic equation. You might have studied about the quadratic equation in lower classes itself, 10th standard. And in 11th, you are going to learn the same topic, quadratic equation, with some additional concepts, some advanced concepts. Let us get into the video. You know what is a quadratic equation? Any equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers such that a is not equal to 0, is called a quadratic equation. You look at the degree of this highest term, which is 2. So any quadratic equation is of degree 2. Since the degree is 2, you will have two roots. Normally we will call those two roots as alpha and beta. Those two roots can be obtained by using this formula, which is a well-known formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And when you sum the roots alpha plus beta, this is an important relation, minus b by a. Similarly, the product of the roots is alpha into beta, which is c by a. And the same quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c equal to can be written in factorized form as a into x minus alpha into x minus beta. In factorized form using the roots alpha and beta. And so far we have seen how to find out the roots and what are its properties. Now when you know the roots, how to write the equation. And this is this formula, x square minus s into x plus p equal to 0, where s is the sum of the roots and p is the product of the roots. Now let us go into some problems to reinforce this concept which you have learned. Whenever you are asked to find out or do any problem on quadratic equation, especially regarding the two roots alpha and beta, what you have to do is, after reading the problem, you have to find out the sum of the roots, which is alpha plus beta, given by the formula minus b by a, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. And you don't know the value of a, b, c in this problem, so you have to write this minus b by a and c by a as such. Now, under these 5 subdivisions, you are asked to find out alpha square plus beta square, alpha cube plus beta cube, alpha power 4 plus beta power 4, alpha minus beta whole square, and alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. All these subdivisions can be done using only these two results. So let us express the value of alpha square plus beta square using this basic algebra formula, which you have learnt in your 9th standard, because we know only the two values, alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So when you express this alpha square plus beta square using this algebra formula, you can very well substitute this minus b by a in the place of alpha plus beta and c by a in the place of alpha into beta, and simplify, you will be getting b square minus 2ac by a square. Similarly, alpha cube plus beta cube can be written as alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Again, it's an algebra formula, and we know the value of alpha plus beta. Substitute minus b by a, and we know the value of alpha into beta, c by a. Simplify, you will be getting minus b cube plus 3abc by a cube. Again, alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 can be written like this. How can you write this in this way? Let us take up. Now, what we are going to do is how this formula arrays. So all the other formulas you know, they are very basic formulas. You know that. But how do you get this alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 like this formula? I'll just give a brief introduction of that formula, which you can easily remember. Even if you forget the formula, you can easily derive that. See, alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 can be written as using alpha square plus beta square the whole square, and using the formula alpha square plus beta square the whole square minus 2 alpha square beta square. We know already the value of alpha square plus beta square. We substitute that value here, and alpha square beta square is nothing but alpha beta whole square, that is c by a whole square, which is c square by a square. We substitute like this. And similarly, we have alpha minus beta whole square can be written by using algebra formula alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Now we know the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. We substitute and simplify. Now alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 can be written as alpha square plus beta square into alpha plus beta into alpha minus beta. We already know the value of alpha minus beta. Alpha square plus beta square also we know, and alpha plus beta is minus b by a. We substitute everything and simplify, you will get that. So that is the problem number 1. And based on that, you can do one more problem. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, form an equation whose roots are. So here you are asked to find out another quadratic equation. Why I say quadratic equation? You are given 2 roots. These are the 2 roots of the new equation. These are the 2 roots of the new equation in second subdivision. So whenever you are given 2 roots, you have to form a quadratic equation. For that, you have to find out sum of roots and product of roots. What is sum of roots? When you add these two, you will be getting alpha plus beta plus 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta can be simplified, and in the place of alpha plus beta minus b by a, and in the place of alpha beta c by a, substitute and simplify, you will get the result. Similarly, the product will be alpha plus 1 by beta into beta plus 1 by alpha, because these are the roots. When you take the product, you will be getting alpha beta plus 1 by alpha beta plus 2, which is nothing but c plus a whole square divided by ac. So we have found out the sum and product of the roots of the new equation whose roots are given by this one. Then how to get the equation? You know the formula, x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. In the place of s, what we have found out, substitute this, and in the place of p, what you have found out, substitute this, and simplify, you will be getting this one. And similarly, for the second subdivision, sum of roots will be 1 by alpha plus beta plus 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. When you take LCM here, alpha beta into alpha plus beta, which is nothing but minus AC plus B square divided by BC. Similarly, the product is 1 by alpha plus beta plus 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, that is equal to 1 by alpha beta, which is equal to A by C. So again you use the same formula, x square minus xx plus p equal to 0. In the place of s, you substitute this value, and in the place of p, you substitute this value and simplify, you will get this answer. Next important topic in the nature of is the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. That means without finding the roots, we are going to find out its nature. In order to find out the nature of quadratic equation, you have to find out what is called discriminant, which is given by the formula b square minus 4ac, which is always denoted by the letter capital D. Which are called discriminant. If capital D is less than 0, then the roots of the equation will be complex roots. If D equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. If D is greater than 0, then the roots are real and equal. And when it is greater than 0, as well as it is a perfect square, then the roots are real, unequal and rational. If it is not a perfect square, but still it is greater than 0, means then the roots are of the form m plus root n into m minus root n, which are nothing but irrational roots. If a equal to 1, where b and c are integers, then we can say the roots must be definitely integer. And finally, if the quadratic equation in x has more than 2 roots, then it is an identity in x. That means a value, b value, c value will be equal to 0. In that case, both the sides 0 equal to 0. Now, condition for the common roots. Whenever you have two equations of this type, two quadratic equations, are having two roots common, That means the two roots of this equation and two roots of this equation are one and the same. Then you can say a by a dash equal to b by b dash equal to c by c dash. That means the corresponding coefficients are proportional. That means the coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x square in this equation, coefficient of x here b, coefficient of x in the second equation is b dash, constant term here is c, here the constant term is c dash. So those corresponding coefficients are proportional, including the constant, if both the roots are common. Suppose if only one root is common, that means if this equation is alpha and beta as the roots, in this equation again alpha comes, but instead of beta you have some other root which is delta, let us take. So alpha and beta, alpha and delta. In that case you have only one common root. So you have this condition is satisfied. Please remember this condition, very useful to solve some problems. Now let us see some problems which have been asked in the actual JEE main. If alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0, where an is equal to alpha power n minus beta power n, where n is greater than or equal to 1, then you are asked to find out a10 minus 2a8 divided by 2an, which was asked in the JEE main 2015. So they have given an equal to alpha n power n minus beta power n. So what is a10? You replace wherever you have n, you replace n with 10. Similarly, for finding a8 and a9, you replace all n with 8 and all n with 9. Now you consider the expression you are asked to find out, a10 minus 2a8 divided by 2a9. When you substitute all these values, you take from alpha power 10 and here minus 2 alpha power 8. In these two terms you can take alpha power 8 common. So you have alpha square minus 2. Similarly, when you take a beta power 8 common between these two terms, you will get beta square minus 2. And alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. So I can write alpha square minus 6 alpha minus 2 equal to 0, because that root should satisfy this equation. Therefore, alpha square minus 2 equal to alpha square minus 2 will be equal to, you'll be getting 6 alpha. So alpha square minus 2 equal to 6 alpha. So that is what we are substituting here. Similarly, beta is also a root. So beta square minus 2 is nothing but 6 beta. When you simplify, you'll be getting 6 alpha power 9 minus 6 beta power 9. When you take a 6 common, that is a printing mistake. You cannot have 6 here. So alpha power 9 minus beta power 9 divided by 2, both these terms cancel. So 6 by 2 equal to 3. So that is the answer. So as per your options, you should have C as the answer. Okay. Now let us consider the second problem, which is a numerical type. If one root of the quadratic equation 81 x square plus kx plus 256 equal to 0 is cube of the other root. That means when you take alpha, the other root will be alpha cube, beta will be alpha cube. Then what is the sum of the values of k? There may be more than one value of k. What are those sum of values of k? So when you take the roots as alpha and alpha cube instead of beta, when you take the product alpha into beta, you know c by a. So 256 by 81. Alpha power 4 is 256 by 81. 256 can be written as 4 power 4. Similarly, 81 can be written as 3 power 4. And it is an even number on both sides. So alpha will be equal to plus or minus 4 by 3. Alpha will be equal to plus or minus 4 by 3. And what is the sum of the roots, you know? Alpha plus alpha cube. For that you know the formula, minus b by a. Here the value of b is k, the value of a is 81. So minus b by a means minus k by 81, which is alpha plus alpha cube. So you know the value of alpha, you know the value of alpha plus alpha cube. So substitute the value of alpha here and simplify. That's what here it is given by taking a positive value for alpha, which is 4 by 3. So when you simplify, you'll be getting plus or minus 300. When you take a negative value for alpha, both will be negative. In that case, it will become minus or plus. So in short, k can take any value plus or minus 300. So when you take the sum of the values, plus 300 minus 300, when you add, you'll be getting the value of k equal to 0. So whatever answer you are getting, it should be an integer. That is why this type of problem is called a numerical type. Look at the third problem. If lambda be the ratio of the roots of the quadratic equation in x, 3m square x square plus m into m minus 4 into x plus 2 equal to 0, then the least value of m for which lambda plus 1 by lambda is equal to 1, where lambda is the ratio of the roots. Remember, that means alpha is to beta is equal to lambda. Then what is if lambda plus 1 by lambda equal to 1, then what can be the least value for m? They have given the answer as 4 minus 3 root 2. How this answer comes, let us see. Lambda is ratio of the roots. That means lambda equal to alpha is to beta or alpha by beta. Then 1 by lambda means it is beta by alpha. And when you take LCM, you will be getting alpha beta as the LCM. So in the numerator, you will get alpha square. In the denominator, plus beta square. In the denominator, you will get alpha into beta. When you cross multiply, alpha beta into 1 is alpha beta. And you know the formula for alpha square plus beta square. It is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. And when you take minus 2 alpha beta to the other side, it will become plus 3 alpha beta. Substitute value of alpha plus beta, which is sum of the roots, minus b by a. So this is the value of b and this is the value of a. So minus m into m minus 4 divided by a is 3m square. When you square this, you will be getting minus the m square, m minus 4 whole square divided by 3m square means 3 square is 9 and m square you will be getting, and both sides 3 will get cancelled, so you will be getting 3 into 2 by 3m square. 1 minute. So m square minus 8m minus 2 equal to 0. When you simplify this term, you will be getting that. And this is a quadratic equation. You cannot factorize this. So use the formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So you will be getting this answer. And out of the two values, the least value is 4 minus 3 root 2. Because when you have 4 plus 3 root 2, it is greater than 4. When it is 4 minus 3 root 2, it is less than 4. So this is the least value. So that is a very important problem. Now we go to problem number 4, which was asked in the JEE Main 2014. Let alpha and beta be the roots of the equation px square plus qx plus r equal to 0, where p is not equal to 0. If p and p, q, r are in AP, these coefficients are on AP, and again you are given 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta equal to 1, then what is the value of modulus of alpha beta? One of these answers. When we try this problem, alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, so sum of the roots, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. In the place of b you have q, by a in the place of a you have p. Similarly, alpha into beta is c by a. The value of c is r and the value of a is p. Since p, q, r are in AP, twice the middle term equal to sum of the extremes. So 2q, this is the middle term, twice the middle term equal to sum of the extremes p and r. So p plus r you will be getting. Now you are asked to find out 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is given to be 4. So when you take LCM, here you will be getting beta plus alpha or alpha plus beta, and again you cross multiply, and you know the value of alpha plus beta. In the previous thing we have found out, minus q by p. Alpha beta is r by q. So you simplify, you substitute these two values here and simplify, and both sides what you are getting minus when you multiply by, because the value of q is minus 4r. the value of q is minus 4r. It is given there. So when you substitute here minus 4r, p plus r is equal to, when you multiply here minus 8r, take r to the other side, minus 9r. Alpha plus beta equal to minus q by p. So substitute the value of q as 4r. Substitute the value of q as 4r. Therefore 4r by minus 9r, which is rr will get cancelled, minus 4 by 9. Similarly, here also you substitute, you will be getting alpha into beta equal to 1 by 9. And substitute everything, you will be getting the value of alpha minus beta whole square is equal to 52 by 81. So when you take square root, you will be getting 2 by 3 into root 30. So that is the problem. So this is also a numerical type problem. The value of lambda you are asked to find out such that the sum of the squares of the roots of the quadratic equation, that is alpha square plus beta square, is having the least value. This is a problem recently asked from JEE Main 2019. How to do the problem? You know, alpha plus beta is minus 3 minus lambda, because the value of A is 1 and the value of B is minus 3 by lambda, and alpha into beta is 2 by 1, which is simply 2. So using these two values, we will find out the value of alpha square plus beta square, whose least value is asked. For this, you know the formula, alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha plus beta, just now I told you, the value 3 minus lambda. Alpha into beta is the value we know, 2 minus lambda. Here you have minus 2, the same minus 2 is repeated here. And when you simplify, you are getting this. And this expression can be written in this way, lambda minus 2 whole square plus 1. And you are asked to find out the least value of lambda such that this has the least value. So when you put lambda equal to 2, this will become 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, and this cannot be negative because it is a square term. So the least value is obtained when this value becomes 0, and this value becomes 0 when lambda equal to 2. So that is option. Option is not given. So these are some very important problems in JEE Main. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, you please subscribe to my channel RV Maths, and like this video, also share this video so that your friends may be benefited. And let us meet in another concept booster series in my next video. Thank you for watching the video. All the best.